shit on vibrate.
There's that live we were talking about.
Are we live?
We live.
We're live.
I ain't seeing mine come up.
I didn't come up either. Why do we always have trouble with this?
Yeah,
Because we are not the most
it's the
tech
technical
savvy.
person's fault.
Not yet. I'm sorry.
See, I knew it.
I'm glad we didn't.
I knew he wasn't up live.
You want to switch seats? You good?
Yeah, we can switch. So I'm gonna slap this special when he starts talking shit. Get down here with my boat captain.
I promise you, you won't slap me but once. But you better make it count, sir.
Oh God.
One thing about you never catch me, you big fat ass.
Already started.
My kids say
Hey,
the same thing.
we are live. We're live now.
All right.
We've been live. I told you we were live.
Ooh.
Oh God! One thing about you, never catch me, you big man.
God dang. Here we go.
Gloves are off.
All right. Hey, show me how to do that. What? I'm gonna put it on Carolina Elite.
I'll just do it.
No, I want to know how to
Turn
do
your
it.
phone off.
Turn
there,
your
Shane.
phone off there.
Echo.
I'll have to show you how to do it.
Well, I'm sitting right here.
All right. You got to go to the live thing.
I'm on the live thing.
All right. You should be able to share it.
Okay, now see, that's the thing. I don't have anywhere to share.
Yeah, you do.
Help
Where?
the man out, David.
Nope. I don't know. Send it down to Brandon. He
I
can
got
do
it. I got it.
I can do it on the computer.
Y'all killing me.
Share it right there.
Oh, I can see all this over here. Oh, here we go.
Here, you just want to watch it on here?
All right.
Turn your notifications off there, Hamlet.
All right. We got
I'll do
19
that.
viewers on here already.
20.
They all here for the consequences and repercussions.
Yep.
All right. We've been live for a few minutes. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. This is technically episode 13, but we're going to dub it as
We're
number
gonna call it 12. Yeah.
because last week was the special 1 versus 1 trash talking that
Yeah.
maybe didn't go down too well.
How'd that work out?
I don't know. I wasn't talking to trash.
Well, you know,
It didn't work out too good for you.
it didn't work
That's
out
for
too
sure.
good for me.
It's all right, man.
A lot of variables in fishing, boys.
There is.
They are. They are.
Sometimes you get them in, sometimes you don't get them in.
And sometimes
That's how
you
it
wake
goes.
up and not even know that tropical storm's coming until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, ain't that a fact?
That's
Oh,
true.
the weatherman didn't even know either.
No, that was a doozy.
Technically, though, it didn't really start raining until we got.
The drive home was rough.
It was.
I think I'm gonna start carp fishing.
Are
Me
you?
and Limeberg's talking about it.
You'd be surprised at the people that bass fish to carp fish.
Oh, I know, a bunch of washed
There's
up
a
bass
lot.
fishermen is
No.
what I call them.
No, hey, I tell you what. You remember Rick LaMountain?
Yeah.
I met his grandson at the carp lake the other
Did you?
night. Yep, sure did.
I heard he's got cancer pretty bad.
He does. Not doing too well.
It ain't good. Known him for a long time.
Well, David be doing a DVD on how to beat legends.
That's what it says on the back of that belt back there.
I think Hamrick signed that,
He
didn't he?
did sign it.
You beat a legend.
He said, "You beat a legend." So that's the rules. If anybody gets called out and they lose, loser's got to sign the belt.
You got to sign the belt.
See right, you're next, sir.
Taylor Lawson, good to see you too. By the way, I had that hole that y'all had Friday. I got Saturday. I didn't do any better than y'all did.
Taylor's apparently happy to see you too. Said you finally came out from under the couch.
What?
Who, me? Hiding?
Yeah, that's
no.
what he said.
No, you know that don't bother me, sir.
Cole Huskins is watching. Cole, you won the prize pack from last week.
You won by default, sir.
No, you won because you picked David to beat Hamrick. And not only did he beat him, he slapped him around almost
Pretty good.
almost 4 pounds. So you can come by here and get it, or whatever you want to do, get up with me and we'll get it to you somehow or another.
What all's in there? Just it's from Reaction
This some
Innovations.
stuff from Reaction Innovations.
And a T-shirt
Rusty
Yep.
Hooks T-shirt
Yep.
from David.
and a Scott Hamrick signature.
Well, see, last week that was a sought after item. This week, not so much.
Yeah, well,
I mean, it's kind of been tarnished.
I'll just go home and lay down in my trophy room and look around and
Well,
cheer myself up.
I got the one that matters.
But now see,
It may be cardboard and tinfoil, but it got the one that matters.
but now
talking about,
see
man?
here, Hammer. When you say that, you know what you sound like?
Sore loser.
No,
That's what I sound
no,
like.
really, you don't. But seriously, do you know what you sound like?
No, I don't.
A Cowboys fan.
Oh
Nah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Nah, don't
I
don't
get-
lump
I-
me
I-
in that.
I can
Don't
get
lump
my,
me
I
in
can
that.
get my
Don't lump me in
trophies
that.
from 22 years ago, and relish in them.
Mm-hmm.
I-
I agree
and
with
that's
you on
what-
the Cowboys
that's what you
fan, but
sound
no,
like,
I'm
though.
not a Cowboy. No, I'm not. No, don't lump me in that.
Are you sure?
No.
I'm beginning to wonder.
A
You
lot of
starting to
my,
act like one.
I got trophies from this decade, sir.
I do too. Only because I started fishing in this decade.
That's right. I think I'm just gonna let C Wright take it back from me, and then I'll get it back from him because
You
he's
gonna
pretty.
end up
He's
with it?
easy picking.
Well,
yeah.
see, here's
I'll end
the
up
thing,
with it.
though. Now, see, you're gonna have to wait now.
I am gonna have to wait.
You were number one seed. Now you got knocked
Now
down.
I'm down the bottom.
You
I
got
know.
you got
I know.
to be like boxers. You got to fight your way back up.
I
So
know.
we had an interim heavyweight champion, right? We didn't have any. We had to fight for the belt the first time.
Right.
So now David's the champion.
Yeah. David is the outright champion.
That's sad, ain't it?
It is.
It really is. I guess maybe he wants some of you now.
Nah, he don't want no part of that.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess the rules are anybody can challenge.
But I'm not challenging anybody. I just like to talk trash about it while y'all do it.
Taylor,
Oh, I know. I heard it all day long. You know, Hamrick was fishing a nice, quiet boat.
it was quiet.
Not this guy. Nope, not this guy. All I heard about was my busted horny toad and my terrible casting
Terrible
ability.
casting
And
ability.
throwing your top water on braid.
I did hear about that all day.
I'm telling you, that I
Showed up.
I should have recorded
What
the
kind
whole
of
day.
top water was he throwing on Braid?
I was throwing this little guy right
The buzz
here.
bait.
The buzz bait.
Greenfish toad toad.
Why do you need to throw it on Braid?
That's what
Are you
I
making
asked.
like 100-yard cast with
I
it or
mean, I
something?
was slinging it.
Yeah, he was, and most of the time it go about halfway and come back at him. It is dead stop,
No,
like you put the brakes on.
David,
It was ugly.
David-
I'm just telling you,
David,
it was ugly.
I'm with you. I throw a lot of top water plugs on braid.
I prefer it. I also throw a lot lighter.
Now,
rod
I
than
learned years ago that if you throw top water like what Lineberger was saying with like you throwing the buzz bait and you try to make a long cast and all of a sudden it sticks out, it jerked the rod clean out your
I
hand.
got
about
that
did a
right.
couple times.
Of course.
Now,
But I
now
want to
top
know.
water stuff that you throw, I won't throw on braid. But if I'm trying to make a long cast across the point or something like that with
The
a walking
only
bait,
thing I throw on braid is buzz bait, wake baits, and big walking baits where I'm throwing them as far as I can throw them. The rest of it, I throw on mono. Now, I know, criticize that. You're a pro, you're a wannabe
No.
pro, and you're just a weekend warrior just
No,
like
not
me.
even
I mean it's to each his own, but I don't see the need for it myself.
Show to stick around. We're getting to that point. There was no pattern really. It was put it on 10 and go all day. Don't quit because
Typical Lake Norman.
I was.
Well, when the water's flooded open, where it's running over the dam and
Man,
it's
it
pouring
was-
down
it was-
rain,
It was
it's-
over top of the seawalls. in a lot of places.
So you really can't. There's really no like you can run to the spot and you know you're gonna catch a fish because they can be anywhere. They scatter out and it's hard. Makes it hard when it's like that.
It does. You're
It's
right.
my worst
agree.
time. I hate to fish when it's flooded like that. I'd rather fish
agree, it
anywhere
is.
than, especially Norman, because you get out there and you try to, you think you know places that's good, but they're really no good. That's the whole thing.
There was stuff that had water on it at North. I got turned around in Davidson Creek.
That was pretty funny.
Now, I've been in there and I'm comfortable moving around in there, but I got turned around because the water was so high. I didn't have landmarks that I usually would have because this isn't out of the water, that's not out of the water. It's just all water up to the bushes.
Well, it's pretty cut and dry. You know, you go this way and you come back this way.
For you, yes.
You get to 77, you gotta stop.
If you see 77, you think, well, I might be going the wrong way. That's not towards the landing.
Well, I didn't get that turned around.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. It worked out for you. You didn't get no cherry, sir. I've been beat before. You're going to get beat more than you're going to win.
That's
That's-
fact. That's fact.
So, I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But Who's next?
We don't know for sure.
Well, I've been hearing C-Wright talk a lot of trash. Is he on here tonight?
C-Wright's,
Yeah, he was on there. Well, I'm sure he's still on there.
Well,
C-Wright-
speak up, C-Wright.
C-Wright's wanting to go, but he wants to negotiate different terms, and he can't be videoed during the day because he's
No,
got
that's out.
secret spots. And
Dude.
Well, that's probably why we need to send.
No.
That's what I say. That's what I said too, because we
No.
need to go somewhere we don't fish.
Going somewhere you don't fish is fine, but the videoing throughout the day is gonna happen. Whoever y'all can do whatever you want to do, but that's gonna happen. That's the whole purpose of having this.
That's
thing.
right. I agree.
Because we want to do this to draw attention to everything. We want to draw attention to ourselves. We want to draw attention to Rusty Hooks, the whole 9 yards. I mean, that's the purpose of having what we had. So, and I think we got a really good response. A couple times we had 125, 130 viewers just to watch you two dingalings try to catch one of them little Lake Norman spotted bass. But I mean, we're gonna have certain ground rules that have got to be met, and the rest of it, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all can.
C-Wright
Y'all
says
can
he
hash
has
it
no
out between
secrets.
yourself.
C-Wright says he has no secrets.
All right, good.
Well, there we go.
So I mean, as far as
Anybody that's out there, just so y'all know, that if you're scared about putting something on here, tell them, Hamrick, I didn't just put you on there randomly. I talked to you.
No,
before we went live.
if I was somewhere, there was
Yeah, that's
a place
fine.
that I didn't want him to put on there, I'd say wait a minute, and we'll go
Yeah.
live over here.
that's right.
And I mean that's understandable. I mean it wasn't no problem.
No,
But like you say, it don't matter. I could have took you anywhere because it's just random, right? When it's that high, it's random. There's
It's gonna
no
be that high for a while.
and it's no.
They can't let it out fast enough.
well, the bad thing is every time they get it back down where it should be, it rains again.
Well, it's not supposed to rain none this week, I don't think. So maybe
There's
they can get
couple
it down a
scattered
foot or two.
thunderstorms,
Yeah,
major rain.
nothing that's gonna flood it up again. So hopefully they can start getting these lakes down and High Rock's next, and a lot of BFLs and ABAs coming up at High Rock, and
High Rock's fixing to take a pounding.
it's
Yeah.
getting ready to take a bad pound. Starting this week because there's one this weekend. I know Saturday is there double this
Yeah,
weekend?
Saturday and
Saturday and Sunday, then it's Saturday and Sunday the next week, and it's Saturday and Sunday the next week. So High Rock's gonna get it pretty bad. So if anybody's got any info for me for High Rock, I'll be glad to take it.
Boy, he needs it too.
The BFL up there this weekend?
Yeah, there's 2 Piedmonts there this weekend. Then the next weekend there's 2 North Carolina BFLs up there, and then the next weekend there's 2 ABAs up there back to back.
Yeah.
So that's what the BFLs are doing to make up the schedule?
They're
fishing
well,
back-to-back
they
weeks?
dropped Wiley and moved it to Sunday at High Rock to make it up.
Okay.
That's really the only tournament they really had to reschedule was on that. Now the ABA had to reschedule. They had to reschedule Baden, and so they took it off the schedule and just moved it to High Rock so they could have them back to back, which
Okay.
makes sense. I mean, it's hard to fit all these tournaments in because everybody's having to reschedule and it's not.
But they're not 2-day tournaments. They're
No,
single
they're 2
events.
separate tournaments. So
Okay.
if you're fishing for the points, you got to fish both days, and that's kind of the mess I'm in. Because the ABA, I mean, I got lucky last year and won the points, and so I ain't got to pay entry fees. So I'm definitely gonna fish both of them, and then the BFLs, I'd like to do good in them, so I'm probably gonna fish them both. So
There you go, David. C-Wright thinks of going to Hickory one day next week before more rain comes. C-Wright's that an official challenge?
See there again. I think.
see, C-Wright's he's pretty smart. He takes you to Hickory. He's gonna
Well, he's gonna have a definite.
he's gonna have a
advantage.
big advantage.
That's where it comes into. I think
You got to draw.
You got to draw.
Exactly.
You got to draw.
Really, I should have took Norman out
There it is.
because
Official
Norman
challenge.
sucks.
C-Wright's called
He's
you out.
laid the gauntlet down.
C-Wright, pick 3 lakes.
You got
That's the way we're gonna do it.
pick your 3
Mike,
lakes,
Pick
Mike.
3 lakes. We're gonna let David pick 3 lakes, and
You throw one away still?
no, we're not gonna throw one away this time since they're only picking 3.
All right.
We're gonna put them in a hat, and draw them out. Wherever it is, it is.
That's it.
I think that's the fairest way to do it, cause
When's this going to take place?
I can't do it during the middle of the week.
I'll be gone next week. I'll bet you follow.
Well, yeah, you're going
We're gonna
to
have to wait a week or so.
Well, I mean, it's getting ready to get hot, boys. So you
I'm
better.
okay with that.
I'm sure you are. You're a deep fisherman. That's what you want to do.
Sea
But
Wright's
he's
probably
a
all right
deep
with that,
fisherman too
I
now.
was gonna say Sea Wright's not too shabby of a deep fisherman either.
I mean, he kind of did write some of the book along with some other legends, true legends,
Yeah. Yep.
true legends.
Yep. I lost my status. Let some Yahoo beat me. Like Norman.
You'll regain it.
I will. I will.
There's Sea Wright's 3 already.
Wiley,
Wiley, Hickory, and Water.
Watery.
Ooh, that's 2 of them's your lakes. You might not even have to put one in.
He picked pretty doggone good there, that's for sure.
Well, what's your 3?
Wiley, Watery, and
Murray.
Fishing Creek.
I don't know that I want to take Sea Wright Fishing Creek because I got he's been around enough that I think he probably knows a little bit about that place too.
Taylor, the public can call him out. It's just the only person that can be called out is the man that's got the belt.
That's right.
That's right.
Man that's
That's
got
it.
the belt.
Or he can call the public out. Just
So
Mike
Wiley,
Seawright jumped
Hickory,
on
and
it
Watery.
quick.
So that means I got to pick. I got to pick wisely here.
Yeah, before we get to that though, y'all got some rods back here.
Yeah.
So Christian was asking about your pattern. So you said it was put it on 10 and go, but
Yep.
so you threw basically a buzzing frog.
Buzz toed on a medium heavy, and then I threw a crawdad catcher jig with a Zoom Salty Pro chunk, not the big salty that most people throw, on a 7.2 Denali covert with a loose speed spool, the Custom Pro, and literally covered water, lots of it.
But you could tell them what kind of water you covered. I mean, you fished a lot of water.
I fished.
But-
The problem is, I fished a lot of different water.
Well,
I mean,
that's
Where'd
true.
your bites come from?
Couple brush pile bites, couple back of the creek bites. I mean, there was no rhyme or reason.
One
to where.
main lake bite.
Yep.
Caught one on a buzz bait
Yep,
off
on
the
the main
main
lake.
lake.
But I mean, honestly, there wasn't a go hit. It was just saturate an area and run and run.
Run and gun. That's all you can do when it's flooded, pretty much.
I mean, I was the underdog. I knew if I was going to beat him, it was going to be on top water, something that I can hustle with.
Well, Lake Norman's a good lake to get. I mean, especially when it's high and flooded. I mean, they spread out like we were talking about, and you know, Lake Norman's got. Don't get me wrong, it's got big fish in it, but right now, if you can catch a 3-pounder or 3.5,
You're doing good.
You're doing
That's
really
right.
good.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
had one.
I did.
And you had
The
4
last-
good keepers to go
last
with
5
it.
minutes of
Right.
the day, I got one.
So
And it missed it the first time.
It did. I don't know why it came back.
So basically, what you're saying, you'll find the stupidest 3-pounder in the lake, and you caught it.
That's it.
they all weigh the same.
Hey,
They do. They do. I wish I'd have found the stupid one.
You're still lost.
You were fishing for the smart ones.
Well, that's-
Christian, it was what was
Low
it?
70s.
Low
Yeah,
70s.
it was
71,
right around-
72.
Yeah.
I think I saw 70. About 73 was about as warm as I saw.
Yep.
All right, Hammer. Show us what your weapon of choice was and what you did with it.
Well, let's see here what we got here. I caught a good mini on this.
Uh-oh, he's tangled up.
I'm all tangled up. Let me
Yeah,
get
co-angler.
Oh, co-angler. Do it. I caught a good mini on this Ned Dizzy. If y'all hadn't thrown the Ned Dizzy, I mean, it will catch them. And it catch big ones, but I didn't really catch no big ones on it, but I caught a lot of keepers. I mean, and you throw this thing out there, and it'll come down and it'll sit on the bottom just like that, because that tail makes it float up. And they really like that thing. If y'all hadn't tried it, that's
Tell them who makes it.
Biz Baits. I just said it.
No,
I
you
said it.
didn't. You
I
said
did.
it was a Ned Dizzy.
Yes, it's called Ned Dizzy, and it's made by Biz Baits. You can get them all the tackle stores around here, and they really catch numbers of fish. And like I said,
got
you
'em right
will
over
catch
here,
a big one.
Yep. I
Yeah,
him
we got him
all.
on the wall right here at Rusty
Yep,
Hooks.
you got them here.
I can tell
Okay,
you
and
this: when he pulled that thing out, very rarely did it ever hit the bottom. I mean,
What?
it would
the
start
Ned?
sinking and stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll eat it on the
I
way
mean,
down.
they were-
And then sometimes you
smashing
pop
that
it,
thing,
you know,
yeah.
and I started like on some lighted docks, and that's a guarantee you're gonna get a bite.
Yeah.
And I
Bunch
caught
of hybrids.
no, we never
Yeah,
caught a
David-
hybrid.
David got a bunch of hybrids.
We stay away from the hybrid docks, but okay. And then I caught numerous fish on the shooter jig, crawdad color, with the reaction innovation.
There'll be some of those
Spicy
in
beaver.
you.
That's a spicy beaver.
There'll be
And
some of those in your prize pack, won't there, Shane?
Yeah.
these are awesome because that the legs on it, when you wind it back to the boat, they swim, and when they go down, they swim, and it tracks fish. When I done so good at Chickamauga last year, that's what I was throwing. And if you like the swimming jig, they're good to put on the back of a swim jig. Put a white one, and that works good. And then I was using the G Loomis 7-footer, the IMX with the Lew's reel,
It's medium action, right?
medium heavy, and 20-pound fluorocarbon. And then last but not least, I was using the topwater bait made by Barry's Customs. It's he paints them. This one's, you can tell I've caught a bunch on this one. It's all beat up, but this thing here, it makes a good noise, and it really attracts them. I pretty much caught them everywhere I go on this thing, and I throw it. Most people don't throw it the way I throw it. I throw it on a 6-foot IMX G Loomis, and it's a medium heavy, fast action, and you can really work it a lot better. I mean, people think you need to use a big rod with leverage, but you don't. This is really how I throw it, because you can throw this under docks. You can throw it pretty much anywhere you want to, and you can really be accurate with it. Like if you're fishing bushes, you can drop it right dead at the bottom of the bush, and that's where you're gonna get your bite. Especially if you fish somewhere like Bugs Island, somewhere like that's full of bushes. This is the setup.
Now why is that rod better for casting a popper? I know you're doing it to be precise with your casting, but
That and working it. A long rod is hard to work this bait like you want to. That's why you want a short rod. So when you just working your wrist and you're making it walk, and you tie it with a loop knot. I don't know if y'all know how to tie the loop
I was
knot.
going to ask him about your knot.
But
yep.
I mean, I can show you how to tie the loop knot. I don't know if y'all want me to show them, but
We can do a little video at the end of
Yeah.
this, and we can post it
but
afterwards.
it's that really makes a difference, because that makes that bait, it'll walk like this. You can make it walk like a spook, and that really gets you a lot more bites.
So if you all go back, so Hamrick, if anybody on here doesn't know Hamrick, I'm sure most everybody does. That's what he's known for. I say they're
Top water and jig, probably.
Mr. Top
mostly.
Water Man?
Yeah.
So Jonathan Carter wants to know, what is the name of that Barry's plug? Do you know what? Do you know the?
I
is it
don't
the
really
CM?
know what he names that thing. They
Okay.
have, I mean, they have wherever they sell Barry Customs baits. He has them, but I don't know what he calls that bait really.
Okay.
I hadn't never
Can
really.
you find berries on the internet, or
I
are they
think
sold anywhere?
They're sold at the Great Outdoors, I know,
Okay.
but I don't know if he has a website, because I don't really go on his website. I always deal with him direct. So
All right. And you caught
what's that?
probably the majority. I know 3 of the fish you weighed
Well,
in
and
were
then,
on
I
that.
missed a 3-pounder, and I missed one probably pushing 5 on it. Both of them took it down, and neither one of them got hooked. So, it was his lucky day. He hit the lottery.
We got one on video.
Yeah, he had one of them on video,
One blow-up
but
was
the
on
real
video.
big one he didn't have on video, and
That's
he'll vouch. It was a real big one. But like you say, you got to get them in for them to count, and that's the nature of the beast with topwater. Sometimes they just don't get it right, and they don't get hooked up, and it's what could have been.
And then the standard Lake Norman, he caught one about 12 inches, and there was one about 4 pounds with,
Trying to
with
get it.
6 other.
Well, yeah, it's a keeper.
3
I
and
caught a
4
keeper. I caught a
pounders trying
keeper.
to
I caught a
get it out
keeper,
of
and there
his
was like
face.
7 with it, and there was just like some 3s, and there was one about 4 with it. And my luck, I catch the smallest one of the bunch out of it. And then if somebody would have been in the back behind me throwing, they would have probably caught one of the big ones. But that's here nor there. So,
Jonathan Carter, it is a popper or pop R style.
It's like a pop-R.
It
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
looks to me. It looks more like a Rico style bait
It does.
than a popper. Popper's got a lot more concave mouth, and that the way that thing is, it's got that little bit around it that helps it walk like a Rico.
Yeah.
Rob Dye
To me,
throws
that's
that
what
bait
it
a
looked
lot.
like, a Rico.
Rob
was
Dye
spit.
throws that bait a lot, and that color bait's killer too. That he's got the kind of that yellow looking color to
And
it.
a Rico is called a Cisco.
Well,
Is that who taught you how to throw that bait?
Rob Dye?
Yeah.
No, I taught him, sir.
Oh, okay.
I didn't teach him very well. I ain't taught him. I can't show him everything.
Well, but the thing about Rob though, if he was throwing that, it'd be on a spinning rod.
Now I can tell you a story about a spinning rod. We fished a tournament at High Rock. Now this is High Rock, y'all. High Rock is notorious for big bass and power fishing. So we go over there and we fish a federation. We had a little team, and we won the thing. I mean, we won it by 25 pounds, I think. But we let Mike Chronister on the team. And he comes back to the weigh-in and talk about all these fish he lost. So I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing what y'all told me. I'm throwing the top water. I said, well, how are you throwing it? Well, I'm throwing it on a spinning reel. I said, well, a spinning reel? Yeah, with 10-pound test. I said, you're out the club, sir. You're out the club.
Is that where the hashtag came from?
What's that?
The SPCF hashtag. Or was that before?
He definitely deserves it.
Don't he?
Christian, to answer your question, buddy, 20 degrees left of center.
What was the angle of Orion's belt in relation to the moon's illumination? How many times he had to type that to get that right?
No, man, that just rolled right
Where-
off.
where is
That's
that?
Christian.
So
we've
Christian,
had that. We've had that back and forth all the time.
Christian gives David messes with him all the time because David's always worried about the moon phase.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just like to know what it is.
There's no reason to know what it is. I mean, if you're fishing a tournament, you just deal with what you got to deal with.
That's right.
It
Well,
is
that's
what
why
it
I wanted to
is.
know. He's
But if I know what it is, at least at Wiley, it might determine a few things.
if you fish 25
Determines
feet
if you
deep or
want to
30
go.
feet deep.
Determines if you
If
want
I
to.
go 18 to
Yeah, do you go
35,
18 and 35 feet and catch 9 pounds, or do you go 20 to 25 foot and catch 8 pounds? That's what you're saying. I
Yeah.
see what you're saying. Okay.
I mean, the man did just whack 13.5 pounds on buzzbait, which is on top.
Well, he won't do that
Maybe
here at
Jay-
Wiley on the out deep.
I don't know what I'll do at Wiley. I haven't fished out here in the daytime
Well,
since
I
before
just
little-
went across the bridge and you can walk over it, so I don't think you're going to catch them
Oh,
deep too
God.
good.
Hammer, there's a
the
question
next
on
one.
there for you, Hammer.
What's that?
He wants to know if you always underhand or if you roll cast a skip.
There's two questions.
I can do both, and sometimes I do both, but majority of the time I'm underhanding it because I like to fish up tighter. I mean, Rob Dye, he says I fish too close to the docks, you spook the fish. Well, you know, whatever. That's what he says. But me and Roger, when we fish team tournaments together, we usually stand side by side, and we'll work a dock over pretty quick when we move to the next one. But, you know, I slide it underhanded, and I pretty much got that down pretty good. So that's
After you
that's
do
what I
that,
with.
after you do that, you hold the net and wait for Hoover
No,
to line the fish in.
No,
I just checked.
that's just your story.
Jason, despite the myth that you get by reading Hamrick's Facebook, it does not always pay to run a Triton.
It pays pretty good sometimes, though. It pays pretty good sometimes, sir.
Steve, you want to take that question? from
Steve-o.
Stephen Vaughn?
What is it?
Can you explain how the moon phase affects the fishing?
Oh my goodness!
You're the moon phase specialist. Let it
I'm
rip.
no specialist. I just know if there's a full moon, I go to the bank for a little while, and if it's not a full moon, I go out deep.
There you go.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but that's not what he's asking.
I know.
That's not what.
What he's saying is he don't know.
All right, here's the deal. Here's the deal with the full moon. Let's back up to the spawn. Of course, everybody knows that the fish are going to start coming to the bank on the full moon for whatever reason. That's just what they do. For them to start spawning, of course, you got to have the moon and the water temperature right for them to start spawning. All right, let's fast forward to now. Now, what you're looking for on a full moon is brim beds. The brim will spawn every month. They'll spawn in May, June, July, August, and sometimes into September. And it's always on a full moon. You'll have a small bunch that get up there on a new moon.
True.
But for the vast majority, it's on the full moon. And that's kind of what these guys are going on about right now.
What about shad spawn? Is there anything in shad spawn?
It's got to be dark.
Shad spawn's better on a new moon.
It's got to be dark.
So the reason that is because when the full moon's out, the shad will spawn all night, right?
Yeah.
They
So-
will, and
So contrary to fishing on a full moon around the shad spawn, you want to fish on a new moon. Is that correct?
The darker, the better. What I've seen.
Yeah.
And sometimes the shad spawn will last on into the daytime, but it's not so much around here as it is in like grass lakes and
Right.
things like that, because even in grass lakes, they'll spawn on the bank in the morning, and then they'll move offshore to the grass beds, and they'll keep right on spawning, but they're just in the grass beds. They're not up on the bank.
Gotcha.
This lake does not have that kind of cover.
no,
No,
this
sir.
lake they spawn on rocks and docks.
Yep.
Pretty much that's it.
That's it.
You're gonna catch them on rocks in the morning. You're gonna catch them spawning on floats, and anything floating around, they'll spawn on
Yep.
it. But mostly it's rocks and docks.
Yeah,
So-
we're not allowed to have grass here.
No. Well,
It's against the rules.
yeah, they get rid of it pretty quick. Norman was covered in it last
Year
was it
before
last, year
last,
before
year
last.
before last.
Ramsey Creek was covered up in it, and within a year, it was every stitch of it's gone. So
It's killing the bald eagles, man.
yeah, yeah, I've heard that. Pretty much, how'd bald eagles survive then if it kills them? Because they're everywhere. There is grass like that. How did
Yeah.
they survive? Who's the guy to come up with that?
I don't know if they're in danger. Or, I don't know if they're in
There's a
danger
lot of
anymore.
there's a lot of so-called biologists that come on this Facebook that come up with all this stuff. It don't make a bit of sense.
Oh, that was a news anchor that came up.
Well,
with that.
yeah, there's some people on here that think they know spotted bass are in the lakes
Yeah.
and they don't spawn with largemouth. Well, you hadn't been out looking too much because they do spawn with largemouth. And if they didn't spawn with largemouth, why did people catch a 7-pounder? They don't count it for the state record when it looks like a spot because
That's
they test it and it's half and half and they won't count it.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it. So I ain't gonna throw his name out there, but
Christian said he's seen shad spawn on Wiley at noon when it's muddy. So water clarity definitely. You just won't see them flipping out of the water anymore. They'll follow your stuff back to the
Oh,
follow
yeah.
your baits back to the boat all day.
Yeah, they'll cover it up.
and another thing people don't understand, after there's a shad spawn, there's shad fry, and that attracts the fish too. Also,
I never thought about that.
sometimes you won't see them spawning, and you'll fish a place and you'll start seeing them little fry, and that's what they're feeding. That's what that brings the brim in, the crappie, and then the bass follow. So
I can tell you the easiest way I've ever found shad spawn is you just get in your boat, crank it up, run up the lake, and when you see a point with
Birds
more than
on
one
it.
blue heron standing on it, because them
Yep.
birds
are
hate
those
each
little
other.
are those little blackbirds
Yep,
too?
or the blackbirds hopping around, they're spawning right there.
That's a pretty good way to find them.
Easiest way I know.
Or at night, you just get back where you think they are, cut the boat off, and stand up and start listening for the
Yeah.
bass busting
Blowing
up
up,
on
blowing
the
up
top.
on
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless you're on Lake Norman, then you're listening for the hybrids.
Hybrids, yeah. Yep. So
All right, John wants to know if they're still spawning on Norman. We didn't see any, but
We didn't either.
the
well,
water's
I
so
fished.
daggone high.
I fished last Friday on Norman. Me and my buddy against C. Wright and his buddy, and they spawned. They were spawning very small amount first thing in the morning, and once 10 or 15 minutes, it was done, and it's over. So it's not. They're just about done. I'm pretty sure they're about done. They should be by now anyway.
You been on Lake Wiley?
I was out Friday night, and yeah, they were rolling the rocks starting at dark all the way through the rest of the tournament. But it's not. I don't know. I keep saying it's not like it used to be. It used to be you saw that and you know you were getting bit. Friday night, they fish didn't start biting until 1:30.
I was long sleeping by then.
Well, that's how it is on Norman. You can have a tournament that ends at 11:30, and it take 12 pounds to win. But if it goes to 2 o'clock, it might take 20 pounds to win because it's just that much difference. And you know, back in the day, before everybody knew about fishing the shad spawn at night, you could go out there and throw top water bait, and it would get ugly. It would get ugly real quick. And then, but you know, now everybody does it, so the fish are kind of they kind of get used to it. It's like anything else, and they don't bite it near like they used to. Ain't that right, Lineberger?
Yep, that's right. The
All
big,
right,
the biggest problem is those silly hybrids. They've gotten in there and they're about to.
But they're fun to catch. But
Yeah,
when you're
that's
fishing a bass tournament, it ain't
Yeah,
no fun. But when you ain't fishing a bass tournament, it's fun.
It's no fun at all.
It's fun.
Adam Fillmore wants to know why you're talking so much. He wants to hear from the champ.
Speak up, champ.
I'm a man of few words.
Now we know that's not true.
I'll give it to David. He done good at Norman. He hadn't talked a lot of trash. He's been good about it. And I've tried to tone back talking trash to him.
You know something? I think all in all, you've came out pretty well on this.
I really did.
You know, nobody's really ridden you like I thought they would.
Well, you know,
You
sometimes
did get off a little easier than I expected.
I mean, I think Jamie Horton got on you a little bit. I think he did offer you a place to come stay.
Well, I can give you a rundown of some people. It's something. Let's see. Rob Dye sent me a text and said I really embarrassed him, but we were still friends. Jamie Horton. I'm on a group text with him and Andy Montgomery, and
I was on that one too.
he's on there too. And he sent something that said that he was really hurt. He felt he drank the Kool-Aid. That's been about it. It's not been too bad. Everybody says I'm in hiding. I'm not in hiding, boys.
That yapper was running the next day.
Yep. I don't talk trash, sir. I talk the truth.
I think that you've really fooled yourself into believing that.
It's getting thick in here.
Mm. Oh well.
So, David, you got some advice from your mom up here when Seawright was.
Yeah, don't be so quick to.
Think long and hard on it, sweetie.
I know.
Oh, she's telling you to think about the lakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
I'm just trying to get. I'm just trying to think about something that might throw him off guard a little bit.
Well, don't tell him on here. Keep him in suspense.
He knows. He and I have very similar gamesmanship.
Look here. Mike Seawright challenged some people in cornhole, and he's been throwing cornhole bags
Every
since
day
last week.
since.
You don't be telling him what lakes you're going to fish on.
Oh, see right. Let me see right. Now we are talking about the big cornhole championship we have coming Thursday.
Oh,
We have talked it over, and we're drawing for partners. But you are so old that we're gonna let you.
so old.
We're gonna let you bring your handler, and she can be your partner, because we know you need all the help you can get. So tell Courtney she can be your partner, and everybody else is gonna draw. So you can come now, sir.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. And we might have threw a little bit of cornhole in here today, and I think I'm getting the hang of this cornhole. He might be in trouble.
He got the hang of it so good it cost him $10.
Well, if we'd have been by the regular rules, me and David was playing together, we would have been undefeated. We did go to get to 21, but I was stupid. They play these stupid rules where you have to end on 21 or you go back to 15. And I threw two in a row in the hole, and it knocked us back. So.
Oh boy.
Oh, see right. No, you didn't.
I'll tell you what. What are you doing tomorrow?
I got to work some tomorrow, but not all day.
We might just have to solve that now. You and I against him and Courtney.
He's invited me over to his house to practice because they've been practicing. He's pretty much been nonstop since we talked about it.
Well, whatever.
Shane, there's a question on here I think you might need to answer.
What is it?
It says, when do y'all like a prop bait over a popar?
Oh man.
Always.
No, not always. The biggest factor for me throwing a prop bait is the wind. You got to have the wind to make your prop bait be effective. Of course, yes, you can catch some on the brim beds, first thing in the morning. But then when the sun gets up, if it's slick, I think you have to. I think you got to go back to the popar if it's slick. But if you got a little wind, it's something to break up the surface.
They can horn in on it better.
Yeah, I like the prop bait a lot better. There's a lot of good prop baits out there, and I'm kind of partial to Brian's. The Prop B2 has been a standby for I don't know a long time, but that's kind of how I decide on what I'm throwing is the wind. So that's kind of my take.
Anthony Spivey wants to know how far you all will travel. Anthony, what do you mean? You talking about coming to lakes or? Shane drives all over the country.
Yeah, it don't matter to me. Let's go fishing. It's all good.
Hamrick does too.
I think what he means is how far do you want to drive to do the challenge?
Jonathan Carter's asking, do you just throw it around brim beds? I mean, like for me, I just get in areas where I know there's going to be brim beds, and I'm not necessarily knowing I'm throwing it at brim beds, but you'll get bites randomly. But
Yeah.
if you just throw it, because a lot of times when the brim are on the bed, fish a wolf pack, there'll be 5 or 6 of them, and they'll just run together, and they'll just cruise around till they find a brim bed.
Yep. They just
And
run
so
up
that's
down
what
the
you
bank.
really targeting.
But
So
I'm not gonna say a prop bait's a good cover water bait though.
well,
I don't know
There
that you can
again,
fish it fast enough.
it depends.
depends on the conditions.
Depends.
I mean, you throw the popper and the water's choppy, a lot of times you're not going to get bit on it. That prop bait throws off so much commotion that it more draws them to it than the popper does. So
Anthony, throw out a place.
What's the
Yeah,
suggestion?
where are you hinting at? Kelly Logan says you are cornholio over here on Elite Series.
Mm.
Nothing up there, is there?
What kind of challenge is he talking about? He's talking about the challenge with Seawright.
I don't know.
I
So
ain't-
Seawright's next, and then whoever's after that, it'll be up to them. I mean, it'll always be three lakes in the hat and draw. I guess.
I just think that's a reasonable rule.
That is.
Yeah.
That is.
It's
I don't
gotta-
like the
it's gotta
rule
be
where you
like
can
that.
pick the lake.
Ooh, Sutton Lakes.
Cane Creek, I like that. I seen that. I was thinking about that the other day.
You go to Cane
That's
Creek.
somebody none of y'all know anything about Cane Creek.
I've been on Cane Creek.
I've been on it too years ago, but
It's been a long
It's got a lot
time,
of big.
but I've
Used to
been
have a
on
lot of big fish in it.
It still does.
The only Cane Creek I know about's in Fishing Creek.
No, this is
No,
this is
it's
over
in-
near Monroe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Monroe,
okay.
what between Monroe and Waxhaw?
Is it a? Don't it have like a small
Yes,
horsepower?
Nah, they used to not, because I used to put my bass boat in there all the time. They might. I'm not gonna say they don't. So, Mike Seawright liked it. Mike Seawright, you like anywhere you go.
Sutton Lakes in Wilmington. That's like 4.5 hours.
Yeah,
from
that's a little too far to
that'd be,
drive.
that'd be hard in a day trip.
We can have a competition in the ocean if you want to.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all
Here
about-
we go.
I'm all about that, but if I go to that,
If
I'm fishing.
We're
if I go to
eating.
that.
We're eating them if we catch
I'm
them.
just telling you this. If we go 4.5 hours towards the salt, we're going to the salt, boys.
Yeah.
We're not stopping short.
Go
Danny
get
Gibson
that
says
close.
no horsepower limits.
Okay, I didn't think there was because I've been
Gotcha.
on it before.
Gotcha.
And but they used to be like you couldn't keep a fish under 18 inches or something. It's something where the
Well,
fish in there were pretty good size.
We'll have to weigh him and let him go then.
Me and Tap were there several months ago.
Mm.
See, he's always practicing, man. How you gonna beat him?
He fishes a lot.
He does.
How am I going to beat him? The same way I beat you.
Uh-oh.
Willpower.
Willpower.
Oh, man.
Dang, I guess I gotta take it.
Chris Marshall says he's your Huckleberry in the salt.
I know he'll go.
We'll all go because we want to catch fish.
All right, let's tell Chris Marshall we're down for that, but he cannot fish Georgetown. See how he likes that?
Why?
Because that's where he's going to go. Catch them stupid redfish. That's
I'm
what
not
he said.
going
bull
in. No, boys. If we're doing salt, we're going to the blue water.
That's what I'm talking about. I like your style.
I'm not. We're not stopping short.
When
of
we're
catching
going.
trash eaters.
We're not talking about tournament.
We'll
We're-
go
we
eat
go-
some real fish.
When we going?
We're going to catch them ones that turn green and blue in the water.
And we want to have fish fry, so let's do it.
I'll tell you what. If you want to go, and you want to go, and we can get 4 or 5 of us, I got a guy that'll take us for reasonable for all of us.
You got left out on that. Did you see that?
I
What do you
said
mean?
you.
He said,
You
no.
want to go? And you wanna
No,
go.
no, we wouldn't leave. You're my boat
No.
captain. You can't
Right
leave
there,
you
right
out.
there's Georgetown hole.
Yep.
No, Russ. Chris Marshall's about
60 miles short.
60 miles inshore to Georgetown hole.
Seawright said he wants to go. See there? Hey, Seawright's got money. We can get him to pay for it, and we'll do the driving. He can pay for it.
Maybe you and him could play a game of cornhole to see who pays.
Well, I can tell you now. After this cornhole Thursday, Seawright's gonna be brought down a notch.
And then David's going to whoop up on him.
We're making special rules for him so his handler can bring him.
I mean, David, technically, you are the only undefeated Rusty Hooks Live 1v1 champion right now.
You are.
You're only undefeated.
You're
Scott
undefeated.
had never won one.
Had never won one.
Well,
Been
there-
trying for years.
There hasn't been one to win, but you know what? I got it right now.
So we got another question up here about topwater. What we consider a whopper plopper.
A piece of trash.
Oh, gosh.
Come on now. So, I think so. That was around when we were talking about prop baits. So I would consider a whopper plopper more of a buzz
Bait
style
type.
bait.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
is.
A floating backwards buzz bait with
Yeah.
treble hooks on
If
it.
y'all would have had a Whopper Plopper a year or two before they came out, which I had
I
one,
did too.
I had some friends of mine had them. It was ugly.
I'll
But
buy-
once they came out and people knew they was catching fish, and it's like anything else. Everybody throws it, and it's like now it's like almost impossible to get a bite on.
It's
Yep.
the Whopper Plopper is just like an A-rig. It changed the game for a brief period, and then fish saw it. It's just like chatterbait. Anything new and innovative that's come along, it's been the deal for the first year. Once everybody gets it, mass populace
But you know,
has it, it's nothing special.
That's true about most things. Only thing that I have seen that's come out years ago is the chatterbait,
Yeah.
and it's stayed.
It
It's
still
almost
catches 'em, yes.
it's almost like a spinnerbait. It's not. I mean, it was real good when it first come out, and it did slow down a little bit, but now it's just as good as ever. And I think it's more people's learning more how to fish it than
You
anything.
got a lot
Yeah.
of people starting to throw a spinnerbait again too.
Yeah.
I've seen a ton
That's
of
true because
go back
people
to
stop throwing it.
spinnerbait.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's whatever the fish don't see, they're gonna bite a lot better than something they see every day.
Day in, day out.
Well,
They
they
get
still
tired of
bite
seeing
the
it.
crap out of a jig, and it's been around
Don't
for
they
as long
though?
as I can
Well,
remember.
the jig is so versatile. I mean, you can make a jig anything. I mean, they think it's a brim. You can make it a brim. You can make it a crawfish. You can make it a something swimming. It's just so versatile. I mean,
Right.
if I only could pick one bait, it'd probably be a jig because it's.
You can do everything you want with it.
I mean, a jig is nothing like it used to be on Norman either. It would win everything on Norman, but it's gotten over the years. It's gotten to where it's not near like it used to be on a jig.
Wow.
Dang.
Come on down here, Tim. Come on down here. You know the way. We'll be. What time is it? It is.
7:16.
Yeah, we'll be done here in about another 30 minutes. So
We
come
have them
on
set
down.
up.
They're
We
still,
have them set up.
They're still setting up. Just come on down and bring a pocket full of money, and I'll show you.
Hey, we just all go and have a practice session tonight. See, right? Get your handler and go
Man,
get in
I
the
gotta Go
truck.
home, move a couch for my wife. Don't.
Well,
give
you
me
just
a
leave
road
the
got
place.
a-
We'll stay in here. We'll close it when
we
we
got a
leave.
key. It's all
I
right.
got a key. Well, I gave it back to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
you did. I gotta get
Well,
that
we
back
had-
to my dad.
We had a key.
Yeah,
How would we
Lineberg.
approach Hartwell right now? Hartwell's very high,
Yeah,
and the herring spawn's jacked up. And
it's probably about done. I would say.
word on the street today from a buddy of mine said the stores down there are just now starting to see it happen good.
Really?
Yep.
Cool.
Now, who knows what's going to happen with the water back and forth and up and down, but I don't know. What's your approach to it?
No, I don't know. I mean,
I can't get to where I like to fish down there right now, so.
well, I mean, I was down there a couple weeks ago, and 14 and a half a day was about what we had. What did we have? I think we had 29 something and finished second by 4 ounces. So 14 and a half is about the standard right now as far as winning. You know, we caught most of ours on a wacky worm, caught some on top water. It's just kind of like it is anywhere else. When the water gets real high like that, it scatters the fish out everywhere, and you just have to go hunt them.
And they're just coming off the bed, and the herring bite screwed up, so it's just scattered them. That's gonna be hard to get a big weight unless you get real lucky.
I'm no help on that lake.
I know a man caught like an 8-pounder down there in that Texas.
He did.
Toy, and he got $95 freaking dollars for it.
for catching an 8-pounder.
I mean, he had the biggest fish by like 2 pounds
He
in the
did.
whole tournament.
You know what else?
What?
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but wasn't he the first one out of the money?
I wasn't gonna say that, but I lost the same fish 3 times.
No,
in
that's
that
not
tournament.
true. He wasn't the first one out of the money. $195.
Yeah, oh yeah, the man behind me was the first man out of the money. That's true. That's true. I think somebody has a jacked up stomach, or he'd have been out of the money. If you want to tell that story,
Oh god.
we won't go there.
Oh, that's the
It
one
was-
where you fished around the boat ramp.
It was
He
high.
fished around the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was high and muddy.
Hey, that was intervention, divine
That's
intervention.
right.
Exactly
That's
what
right.
that was.
It was high and muddy then too.
That's
wasn't
why,
it?
that's why I say my prayers every day
No, it
before I
wasn't-
go fishing.
It really wasn't that muddy. I mean, it was stained, but it wasn't like muddy, was it, Lombard?
Nah.
I don't remember. I mean, you could
Not
go
for
out.
that.
You could go out and catch him on a drop shot, so you know it wasn't too muddy
Now that you talking about for that when we were there for the Toyota.
for a Toyota. Yeah,
Now if you went in the backs of some of them creeks,
yeah.
They were
They were
pretty
dirt.
muddy.
Yeah,
Were
yeah.
'cause I fished back of 26 Mile Creek, and I'm just telling you, it looked like tomato soup.
I was gonna say I fished Lanier in that Palmetto Trail shortly after that, and Lanier was muddy.
Well, Jonathan, if you want a good turnout, yeah, Norman gets. These lakes up here get pretty good turnouts. You have to move up here and fish with Craig Chambers.
Now the reason y'all don't
Amen.
y'all don't have good turnouts down there is because you got a tournament going out of every ramp, and your boats are split up. You got one going out of Portman Shoals, one out of Broyles, one out of Twin Lakes. Now I got 25 boats in them. You guys get together and decide, hey, we're gonna we're gonna fish out of whatever ramp you choose. You get everybody together instead of split up.
I'm not getting.
That's
in
how
that
you're gonna
argument.
get more boats.
Didn't that argument get you in trouble already once?
Who? What I do?
I'll
Nothing.
bring it up.
What?
Who's gonna win a 1-versus-1? You or Craig Chambers?
Man, I'm not getting in no argument with nobody about that. That's a no-win situation.
That would be kind of tough.
That'd be like you saying that me against Lineberger. He's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat him," and I'm gonna say, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat him," and it's a no-win situation, sir. You just have to look at past wins or whatever. That's how you go by it, sir.
I saw him drop 20 pounds in the CBC
He
this
did.
year.
I'm not knocking
Who?
Craig. I don't want to get
Craig
into that
Chambers.
argument.
Oh yeah.
Well, past wins didn't help this much last week.
It didn't.
It
It
did
didn't. No.
Tim Teague, I just want to know if you're on the way. By
I
the
hope
time you
so.
get here from Belmont, we'll be done.
He got off. He probably is on the way.
He's scared.
Well,
All right, so the next 1v1 is not next week. Shane's not going to be here.
Well, what are we gonna do? You said you can't do it during the week.
Can't do it during
Well, I
the
can
week.
I can take over your boat, Captain.
You
Oh,
might have
Lord,
to
I
have
can
Captain
see where
one
this
day
is
for me.
going.
You're going to have to get in there with David.
No, Lineberger. He's very good comedy in there with David. I like how he comments. I'm not gonna sit there and bash him all day like Lineberger does. It's a lot more interesting if he's with him. I'll fish out the back of Seawright because hell, I know all his holes anyway. And Seawright would trust me going with him. See, that'd be much better for Seawright.
You didn't trust me?
Huh?
You didn't trust me?
I didn't say I didn't. I said he won't.
He didn't trust you. I'm just telling you.
Man.
I trust him. I went to some good places.
Didn't Shane tell you before we went? Didn't Shane tell you before we went?
What?
Man, I don't do that stuff.
You don't?
No.
I don't. I didn't say I didn't trust you.
All right.
It really didn't matter because I mean, like you say, there's no good stuff on Norman right now.
Not right
It's
now.
flooded, sir.
That's a
That's
fact.
right.
It's just like it's random.
Yeah.
blind squirrel finds a nut, and this blind squirrel found 5 of them. That's,
Man, I was out there this morning. I went to a place that I hadn't been in a long time. Get back there, and it's so silted in, you can't get to it.
Really?
From the flooding?
It's from something
Where was this at?
in the back of Governor's Island.
Oh, way back in the back.
Way back in the back.
Oh, yeah, it
It's
gets
silted
it's
in. You can't even
silty
get
bad
back
back
there
there.
anymore.
Yeah, real bad. I don't even go back there anymore.
They've been building houses over there?
Nope, I guess
It's just been so much rain and that stuff. It just washes down through there, and it's just like a lot of these lakes are like that. Most of Seawright's holes are silted in. He don't have no holes no more, so you might
Yeah.
beat him, David.
David, he's asking when you want to go. He's leaving it up to you. You
Well,
don't have to answer right now.
it's not going to be up to. I mean, it's going to be kind of a team because here's our film crew.
yeah. You got to go when everybody else can go.
We got to have the film crew to make it work.
Thursday or
So,
Friday sounds good to me. Don't give y'all time to practice.
See, right? He's already asked me if we could have a 7 days off limits period.
No, he'll waive that.
I bet you he won't.
Well, he'll waive it if we tell him he's going to waive it.
Y'all being tough on.
I
me,
think
right?
we need to draw for him tonight, and we need to get this because people are really getting excited about this.
Taylor Lawson, it's not that hard, buddy. Cast all day, grind it out. You can beat him. If I can beat him, anybody can beat him.
That's not true, sir. You're a good fisherman,
You
sir.
need to stay off High Rock, June 13th and 14th.
High Rock's a different animal, too.
That's true. That's true. I like High Rock in June.
So
I do, too.
if we had to
Especially
draw
when it's
tonight,
high.
that means I've got to have my 3 lakes.
I think you need to go ahead and get to working on it, sir. Well, 2 of your lakes is already on there. What are you going to do?
I'm thinking that's the problem.
You only
I'm
know
thinking-
3 lakes in the state.
Now, wait
and
a
2
minute.
of them's on
Now,
there.
Wait a minute. If Seawright's got 3 of them, and you want 2 of them, then put them in there. That
Hey,
just
I
means
got
there's a double chance of you
Double
drawing them out.
chance.
I've got some advice. I got some advice for you.
What's that? I know. Go to Norman.
I'd go to Norman. Ask Seawright what happened to him Friday at Norman. I'd go to Norman. Seawright's not on Jack at Norman.
I was
sir.
gonna
wait
say,
a minute.
I heard a rumor that they fished and caught like 1.
They caught some 10 and 12 inches,
Oh.
but
Also
they only
heard-
had 1 keeper though.
I also heard a rumor
Yeah.
that you can't weigh dead fish, and technically you lost.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
I heard you had 4 dead ones.
And he had one.
They wasn't
3
dead. They
pounder.
were just about dead though. I accidentally cut the live oil off and didn't cut it back on.
Golly.
but they were still kicking enough. They'd have been weighed. So yeah.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
He
I want
wants
to
to
swap
swap
Water
Water
Reef
Reef
for
for
Norman. See right? See right? I can't help you, sir. I'm gonna be if I'm in the back of your boat, I can't help you. I'm gonna be just like he is. I can't tell you nothing.
See, there we go. I was hung to my phone watching the other day, waiting for live updates. I loved it.
I got a bunch of messages.
I hope everybody loved it, and we're going to try
Well,
to
next time is gonna be a lot more live updates. The reason we didn't have as many live updates is because the technical man didn't bring his cord for his phone, and his phone was about dead all day.
Now you mean
no,
to, hang
no,
on
no,
a second.
No, mine was good.
You mean to tell me
Because you didn't go on live much. It wouldn't have been good. That's all you complained about all day.
We're gonna bring this up, Lineberger. I'm sorry for ratting you out, buddy, but I got to do it.
Uh-oh.
So, you want to talk about updates and phones dying and whatnot? Shane turned his camera on and hit the flashlight button. Shane rode around Lake Norman with his flashlight shining for half the day before I noticed it and before he noticed
So he
it.
run his phone dead.
So he run his phone dead, and it what was it, 12:30? Maybe run back to the truck so he could go get his phone charger. So I gave up a solid 10 minutes because you know it was a hike for Lineberger back up to the truck.
Well, that was probably in that 4-hour lull where you didn't get a bite, so it really didn't matter.
It was a little bit of a lull.
Okay,
But
well,
see,
there
now
you
here's
go.
the thing, and I wasn't going to bring this up.
Here we go.
But I really can't help it. Hammer,
Oh man.
just so you know, at 8:30, we could have loaded it and went home.
Probably could have.
No, we could have.
Yeah,
It's done.
it was.
It's done.
That's when
Yeah.
they cut us off from.
So, I
from
mean,
I know.
you
Oh, I knew that. I
it
knew
just
that.
Kinda, I had to pull David off the fish.
That's about when
To
I
give
lost
you a
them two.
chance.
That's about when I lost them 2 fish too. though. So if I'd had them 2 fish, it wouldn't even been a contest because it'd have been 15 pounds all day.
But you didn't.
I know. I didn't. You're
That's
right.
what-
You
that's-
won.
that's-
It don't pay. It don't pay. You can't go up there and tell the man I lost this and like he's gonna pay you. No, you're right. You're right.
I tried that
let's
one time.
so let's ask our viewers on here. We've got some stuff on here talking about going live more. So Shane and I talked, and we were basically trying to give. We split the day into 4 quarters, and we were trying to give updates.
Needs to be more.
Well, that's
4
what we
quarters.
talked about.
Does it need to be more, or was it just enough to keep
I
everybody
don't know. That's
interested?
because
I would say an update every 10 to 15
Well,
minutes.
no, you
Cause
can't.
I-
You can't do it that often.
Because I can tell you this: when I watch live stuff all day at bass tournaments, like Elite Series or MLF or FLW, I end up missing a lot of the action because I end up watching the crap that nothing happens, and then I get tired of it, turn it off, and then literally something happens immediately when I turn it
Yeah.
off. So we were trying not to go live all day, right?
Right.
But at the same time, if it wasn't enough, because I did get some messages, right?
Yeah, I
People
did
were-
too.
People were saying, "Hey man, it's time for an update. I need an update." I got 7 or 8 messages on Facebook Messenger saying that it was time to go live.
Well, here's kind of what we talked about doing, and you guys give some feedback on this. Thought about maybe doing one angler at the top of the hour, and maybe the other one at the the half hour.
So 2 every hour.
So you go live at the top of the hour, and then again halfway through the hour. Like just say we went live with David at 8 o'clock. We'll go live with you at 8:30.
That sounds good.
And then at the top of every hour you'd go to the same guy, and half hour you'd go to the same guy.
Yeah.
So that way you'd have 16 live, or maybe not 16, probably 14, because the first hour you're probably not going to get.
You wouldn't get
we
both.
would
What is-
have.
we would have. That's true too. But I mean, you're probably not going to get a lot of people because everybody's getting up and going to work and all that bunch of
That's
stuff.
what we got. We got more updates. Update every hour, so that would be every hour.
So that'd be
every
2.
hour,
So 2
update
every
hour.
2
So
every. That'd be good.
That's 3 votes for every hour.
And C. Wright saying he has a terminal on Norman Wiley, and so he can't really do an off limits. That's fine, C. Wright. You don't have to worry about Wiley. You're not going to win Saturday anyway. So let's
Hey,
let's
hang on.
that would be a good place to do it.
Hang on, no. I don't think he's talking about the 150
Yes,
tournament.
yes he is.
Is he talking about the
Oh, yes,
150?
he is.
Is
He's
there
fishing
another
150.
tournament?
He's fishing the
I thought
150
he was
tournament.
talking about
Yeah,
the
he's
top
done.
60.
He's done con some.
Well, it's Sunday.
He's done con somebody out of
Well,
their
that's
boat
what I was
Saturday.
going to say.
Are you not
'cause
fishing the top 60?
I don't know if I'm fishing it yet or not. My partner, we had a long conversation, and we're going to wait and see what.
See how- yeah.
What if the water settles down a little bit, and there's a lot of factors. Plus, Saturday is my father's birthday,
Yeah,
so I do have to.
I understand
So
that.
happy birthday, Russ.
Yep. Happy birthday, Russ.
Yep.
28 this year. I heard.
Okay, see,
28.
right? Can you do Thursday and Friday? We're getting ready to find 3 more lakes. You might be getting yourself into something here.
Thursday and Friday.
I believe that's too soon.
I
Dang.
mean, I'm good. to
He's
roll
he's
whenever.
game.
Now wait a minute.
He's game.
It's simple.
We got to ask the boss of this place if you can have another day off.
If
I'm
his daddy
allowed-
wants a good birthday present,
Hey.
he'll let him off.
I'm allowed 1 day off per pay period.
There you go.
So, I haven't yet taken
Okay,
a
well,
day.
Thursday or Friday. Pick
the
it, see,
pay
right?
period must have just started.
Yeah.
It did. It's June.
Yeah.
It's first week of June.
No, I get paid weekly, so I get.
Oh,
You get one
yeah,
a
one
week?
day a week.
Well, when you get paid.
Russ, are you hiring?
Holy cow!
No, it doesn't work like that.
He's on there now.
Oh, here it comes.
You're right. It didn't come up till just
You
now.
haven't talked to me about
Surprise!
this.
Surprise!
You're seeing it live. Thursday, he says. See, writes down for Thursday. Okay. Get you 3 lakes, sir. Don't
Dang,
be going
that's
about.
cornhole championship day too.
Yeah, hey,
you're right.
we'll have a
You
lot
can't
to
do
talk
that.
about Thursday night then.
See right. Listen,
he can't do
see
that,
right
'cause
now.
I got a lot to pull together for that.
I normally don't get on you about being old and all that bunch of stuff because hopefully one day I'll be as old as you are.
And still competitive like he is.
But there's no way you can fish 8 hours and then come play
That's true,
cornhole
see,
too.
right. That's true, see, right.
So you need to let him go because that's the
I
only way
mean,
you're going to win.
You and Hamburg had to share the Geritol.
Do it Friday, see, right. Do it Friday, see, right. You can practice Thursday, half a day, and go home, and then
No.
Friday.
No, that's what we're going to do. If you are going to throw cornhole on Thursday and fish on Friday, we're drawing Thursday night.
I'll tell
That
you,
would be a real good idea because we'll already be here.
That's a good idea.
We got to get the 3 lakes from him first.
No,
I liked your idea, Shane. I really did.
Well,
if we
which
could
idea?
get C right to do it.
what's that?
Nope, see right can't go Friday.
No, because he's got to practice for the 150.
We can practice Thursday for the 150. He's not going to win it anyway.
Are you going to practice for the 150?
No.
You better make sure that boat runs. You're getting from where you're getting it from.
No, we'll run it. We'll run it.
Okay.
Don't worry, sir.
Mm.
We might not get a boat. See,
Dad
right,
says
better
he's
hope
getting
we
ready to
don't.
make some employee changes.
Just take the 250 off the Triton, fish from the trolling motor.
Fishing the trolling motor. Probably would do
You
the,
don't
probably
ever
do
leave
better
the
doing
landing.
that.
You don't
Really.
ever leave
Just
the
pull
landing
up right-
anyway.
Let's not leave the landing right there.
Just pull up there and tell him you promised not to crank it.
Yeah, say
Here's my key.
no. Here's all the spark plugs. We're good.
Well, we're going to have to leave this one into the wind because C right can't do it Friday.
He can do it Thursday, but I don't know if he can do that and cornhole. He is getting old.
Here's
we'll
the problem.
postpone
I
cornhole.
got a lot to pull together to make that happen.
Well, then let's
Thursday
postpone.
night.
Then you'll
I
postpone
think-
the cornhole
Yeah.
thing.
We could postpone the cornhole.
No,
well, he's gonna be
no,
gone
no,
next week.
no,
we can't
no.
do that.
Here's what we need to do. Thursday, we could do as we planned with the cornhole deal. Draw for the lake that you guys are gonna fish, and whatever lake it is, well, I guess you'd have to make it off limits after Saturday, just in case
It's wild.
it's Wiley.
All right. If
What
it
about
is
Sunday?
Wiley,
Because if it's top 60.
Okay,
If it
we'll
is-
make
if
it
it-
after Sunday then.
but that would be the only one because both y'all are fishing Wiley this weekend.
I don't know that I'm fishing.
I'm just saying, if you were, that's where you would be fishing.
That's probably
Well, put it this way: we know Sea Wright's fishing, so let's just say that after Sunday, whatever
Wiley's
it is,
off.
it's off limits.
If it's Wiley,
If it's
it
Wiley.
might not be Wiley.
If it's not Wiley,
There's a
it's
good
off limits.
possibility
Just
it ain't
comes
gonna be
out of
Wiley.
hat.
Yeah. If it's not Wiley,
Okay. So when you gonna do it? Next week? If you do it next week,
He
Shane
can't-
ain't not gonna be
no,
here.
this is the logistics part we got to work out.
I'm bringing the voltmeter and hooking it up, and we're going to do a lie detector test. Ain't nobody calling anybody the night before.
You have some information you need to divulge?
He's on here.
The man got help, y'all, at Norman. You really disappointed me.
You know what's bad is he named like 5 people. I didn't even know that called him.
Had 5 people wanting me to lose so bad they called and helped him.
What's sad is a
You're
bunch
hur-
of them
you're
were
hurting me.
friends.
You're hurting-
Well,
you-
a bunch of them were your friends.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody wanted me to lose so bad that they was willing to sell their soul to help you.
Silver soul.
For a 10% discount.
This because you own a tackle shop. Or, well, your daddy owns it. This because you work at a tackle shop, what, 3 days a week or 4 days? How many days? You get a day off
gets
every
a day
week.
off
I
every
know,
week.
So
plus
No.
plus Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday.
Sea Wright's wanting to know your 3 lakes because if they're good, he might
Well,
get
no,
off Friday.
well, No,
that's
in-
not the case.
in Dave-
Tomorrow's
in-
Tuesday, so if he knows the lakes, he can go Tuesday,
I was
Wednesday,
gonna say,
Thursday.
in David's defense, he don't have to have his lakes until
until Thursday.
Thursday.
Well, it'd be a lot more fun if everybody
And
knows what the lakes are.
if Mike wants to
If
change
Mike
his or
wants to change
whatever,
his, he can.
he can change
See,
his.
Mike, you spoke up too soon. Give him the lakes. Now he's going to be on the phone for now and then. But I think David, we're gonna take it that you don't get no help, right? Sea Wright ain't gonna get no help because he is the help.
I mean, he's.
And them
he's-
depth finders are dialed in.
I know they are.
Somebody set his depth finders up. He can actually read them
I
now.
run a podcast with a guy. Can't even get him into the boat to go help me look at some stuff on mine.
When I got
never asked.
I did
When?
about 6 months ago.
Well, I will go and set him up. I
Thank
did his in the back in 10
I know.
minutes.
I know.
I fixed one of his transducer things. He couldn't figure out why I wasn't reading right. Touched a couple things. He said, how'd you do that? And it's like, don't worry about it.
You're-
Just keep it on that one.
$250, I'll tell you.
so you're not going to announce your lakes tonight.
I'm gonna leave that one into the wind until
Okay.
Thursday. I need to have a conversation with Sea Wright and discuss a couple things.
No, you don't. No, you don't. This ain't
Oh.
between you and Sea Wright. This
It-
is between
You and the viewers.
you and the viewers, sir. This ain't between you and Sea Wright.
all your
Road
stuff.
hiss. There's a
Road hiss would be fun.
That's a
That would be
interesting
fun.
one.
I know road is
That's
pretty
an
good.
interesting one there. Road hiss.
That's out. That's out.
That lake's small. I like when we're doing these 1v1 things. Before he scratched the lookout, I was hoping so bad we were going to draw a lookout because y'all would have seen each other all day unless
Yeah.
one of y'all ran up the river.
That's right. That's right.
And as soon as somebody caught one, y'all could have been hollering at each other across the lake. That,
I'd have
those
been
were-
all in his head.
Those were the dreams that were going
but
through my
see, the
head.
problem with that is they may have never caught one.
You're right.
Yeah, it would have been a flooded mess. So I agree
The
with
the
that.
only question I have for Sea Wright is Sea Wright. Do I have to use my own boat or can I borrow a boat?
No, we're not getting no jet boat to go up in no river. Come on, man. Let's
I mean-
don't try to get an advantage, man. Let's fish out of a regular boat. Like I can't stand
No.
people that got to jump in a
Yeah.
jet
Here.
boat.
Look
Yeah.
here.
Mm-mm.
There's
Your
another
boat
there's
is
another rule.
wrapped.
There's
Your-
another rule. You got to use your own boat.
Okay.
Your boat is wrapped in rusty hooks.
I
Yeah.
know.
It
But
has
I also,
gotta be
I
on
also
Rusty
can make
Hooks
a call
Live.
to Big Earn and borrow a jet boat.
No,
go fishing creek,
no,
clear up
no, no,
Lansford.
no, no. Well,
Yeah,
well,
see,
by
no.
damn, oh, he can get a double kayak and we'll go behind the dam down here at Wiley. Come on, man. Let's
We
get
can do
real.
that too.
That's the case. I'm going.
We can do that too.
Big
All
Earn's
right.
definitely in on that one.
Sea Wright set our own boats. That's
Okay,
fine.
C. I agree with you. Don't worry, C. We're not gonna let him change them crazy rules.
Look, even Russ told you should go to Greenwood.
I know.
Oh, you don't want to go get
I
C.
can't
Right at
get help
Greenwood.
though.
You don't need
You
help.
don't. Why you need help? It's gonna be high and muddy.
Dude, you slung a buzz bait for 8.5 hours and skipped the jig underneath docks.
Oh.
I beat up.
Not
Oh,
underneath
oh,
the docks,
oh,
beside the docks.
No.
I beat up more docks.
You had it going pretty good until you said he threw under the docks. No.
Well,
No.
what I want to know is, so I watched the video. All right, I watched your videos after we got home,
Uh-huh.
and you all fished a dock that Hamrick fished, and I want to know
The same dock?
Yep.
Really?
And I want to know who you paid to go out there and put them boat paddles down in front of that good hole, because they weren't there when you fished it.
What are you talking about? I might have drug him off the dock.
No. No, so those
He
docks,
lassoed him with his
you even made
braided
a
blind
comment
buzz
about it.
bait and jerked
So
him in the water.
There was a hole.
I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you said, "Dang, look, somebody's playing defense. They crammed boat paddles down in my hole."
Mhm.
Really?
Yep,
I don't know.
And I
where
slid
this
it
is
between the two boat paddles like that right there.
on the second try. But
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
at. Mm.
So
Now you got my curiosity
You have to
piqued.
go look.
I'd like to know where that was at.
it's just a community hole, sir.
It is.
It's no big deal.
If I know about it, it was a community hole for sure.
No, I'm not part of the community, so how does that count for me?
That's probably the best thing was you didn't know nothing on Norman.
The only reason that I really knew about it
You want to
or
know the
understood
truth,
it
Hammer?
because they were pounding dock pilings in your video and they weren't in mine. When we got over, they stopped.
Really?
Neither one of y'all caught anything on it either.
You want to know the real truth about Saturday or
Mhm.
Tuesday, whatever
Yeah.
day? I had every intention of running up to Stumpy
To the dirty water.
and Mountain and Stumpy.
But somebody called you and told you not to go up there.
Nope, it
Oh.
wasn't even that. When you got in the truck in the morning and said it's gonna get sporty around lunchtime, that's what kept me from doing it because I did not want to have to make that run back down the lake in the rain.
I was pretty good. About 1 o'clock, the bottom fell out.
Yeah, it sure did.
It wasn't. It never got bad out there though.
It didn't get bad, but
No.
it just rained enough. Just
It
to
rained
keep
enough.
everything
Just
messy.
yeah, it rained one time hard for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then the rest of it was just drizzle. It wasn't bad. You could run anywhere you want. You got a motorcycle helmet, right?
Yeah, it's in my house because I only run it in the wintertime.
The best part of all
You
that,
know, I keep one in the boat for if it's raining because you can't drive in the rain.
I got some ski goggles.
Oh, okay.
the
I
best
got
part,
ski goggles
the
for
best part of all that was you could turn around. It was everywhere on the lake, but it just wasn't where we were.
We'd see it and we'd run away from it. We just run
It
away
only
from it.
rained on us a couple little times.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Let's get back to Sea
All
Right
right,
and you.
Sea-
That's
Sea
what's the
Right.
deal here.
See right to me.
All right, so it's 3 lakes. It's not this week, right?
No, it won't be this week.
All right.
Well, then it can't
so
be
it
next
won't
week.
be next week because you'll be gone. You'll
What
be
are
at
you-
your
what- how
fall.
long are you going for?
Just a week.
Just
Just
a
a
week.
week?
He's back, so it has to be
All
the
right.
following week, which I'm at the beach that week, so I'm
And
definitely.
assuming-
So I'll
and
take-
assuming
I'll
that
take
the lakes
Brandon's
continue
spot.
to drop.
I'll take Brandon's spot. When is that?
That's the week of the 13th.
Okay, I'll take Brandon's spot.
Assuming the lakes continue to drop.
No, you can't be lining this up. Hammock fish when it's flooded. You're just gonna have to go.
I'm gonna go. I mean, there's a lot can happen in 2 weeks. I know this.
Oh, you're talking about picking lakes.
I'm just-
I got it.
So, what are see right? Type your 3 confirmed lakes.
Sea Right, I'd take Wiley or Watery out because he's gonna pick them anyway, and I'd put Greenwood in there. You want to get him at Greenwood?
Okay, here's the deal. Wiley, Watery, and Greenwood. Those are my 3.
There we go.
On 'em.
All right.
Now Greenwood's in the
I'm gonna
mix.
put it right here.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Say it again.
Wiley, Watery, and Greenwood. See
Wiley.
right? If you want to add a 4th one, we can add a 4th.
No, we're not
Watery.
adding the 4th one.
So I was just gonna
Get-
say Norman again.
Gets
but
too
And
complicated.
Greenwood.
Your daddy said the viewers need to pick the lake, and y'all got to go to it.
I mean, if Sea Rice go with that, we can do that.
We could do that. We could put all 3 of them on here and get our viewers to vote on them. Whichever lake they like the most is where you are going.
Out of the 6 lakes,
Out of
or
the
what
6.
ain't 6 now? He fits 2 of the same ones, right?
I don't know. I don't
So there's
trust
4.
our viewers that much.
He said we are good.
Sea Right says either way you want to do it. So make your mind up. Let's do it.
So see right, you're good with those 3 lakes. Is that what you're saying?
He wants Norman in there.
He can. Well, he can add.
Well, if Norman comes down about a foot and it clears up, you might not want to fish against him at Norman because I know where he's going to go.
We all do.
Again, my plans would be different.
Nah, I don't even think you could find where he's going. You about got lost. You got lost in Davison Creek, sir.
Only because the water was
Okay.
up.
So C Right says he's good with viewers voting as long as they're on our list.
All right. Well,
So
tell him what the
Hamrick's-
list is.
So Hamrick's 3 lake, or I'm sorry, C Right's 3 lakes that he said earlier.
It was Wiley,
Wiley,
Watery.
Watery.
What was the other one?
What was it? Other one?
It was Hickory, but I think
Hickory.
but I think he threw it out and put it on Norman.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. C Right, just type him.
Type
again.
your 3 lakes
I
again,
can't
see
find
right.
where all the
And
comments-
David, you type your 3 lakes
I
in
got
there.
David's
David's
on
in
Okay,
there.
Davis is on there.
Wiley, Watery, Greenwood.
Okay, see right. Put your 3 on there. Norman,
Norman.
Watery, and Wiley. Wasn't that right?
They just put Norman up there.
Well, that's what he said. He put Norman from Hickory.
So it's Wiley. He wants Wiley, Watery, Norman. Is that right,
I think so.
Mike?
He ain't giving up. He ain't giving up Hickory. He's gonna want Wiley, Norman, Hickory.
Wiley, Norman, Hickory.
There we go.
I like that.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
So there's the 6.
Ooh,
So
I get all his holes at
all right, so
Hickory.
here, I'm going to write them in here one at a time. So we got Wiley, Watery, Norman,
Mark Ryan, go. I haven't been to Tillery, but I know Sea Ray has.
Hickory, Greenwood. Is that it?
Wiley, Norman, Hickory, Greenwood,
Wiley, Watery, yep.
and Norman, right?
Yep.
It's 5. What is it? 5?
Yeah, because he picked Wiley.
Jerry
Yeah.
Craig. Let's see how they do on Hickory. Jerry, neither one of these guys is going to throw a shaky head, just so you know.
All right, so you guys go through the comments and vote on your lake that you like if you're live, and we'll also make a poll when this is over with, where you guys can vote as well.
And the winner will be the lake will be announced Thursday.
Thursday.
That way
Your
they
mom
got-
knows. No,
Your
Norman.
mama, she's done with. She's tired of Norman.
I think
She knew you shot your wad on Norman.
I think she spent her last prayer trying to get me through, Norman.
My mama picked me too.
Yeah.
Your mama was right. Your
Uh-oh.
mama really won the prize pack.
Taylor says, David, you're looking nervous.
I
There's
mean-
there's 4 votes for Hickory right off
Yep.
the rip.
Bam, bam, bam.
Ooh, y'all might be going to Hickory.
Wiley, Hickory,
Greenwood.
Russ wants to
Come
help
on,
you
y'all
on
keep
Greenwood.
the Greenwood up.
My-
There's another one for Hickory.
There's one for Wiley.
Russ don't realize he's gonna be paying the gas bill to go to Greenwood. That's a long way.
And a day off.
And a day off.
Well, Chris is still here. He's the best worker anyways.
That's true. Chris is a great worker. I'll
How many
bet-
times my phone rang
I would
during
sell
the,
my boat.
the 1-versus-1 from Chris? 4 or 5 times I think he called me.
I don't have no idea.
Well, we're not going to solve this tonight.
See, right? Don't suck up to him. It's good. We're good.
I'm with Russ. Greenwood. I wanted y'all to go to Greenwood last
Well,
week.
don't
Me
look.
too.
Don't look like we're going to Greenwood. Won't nobody vote on it.
I'm gonna get on there and vote a bunch. I'm gonna get my wife to vote
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah. Can we do that?
Heck yeah, you can do it.
That's a good idea. I mean, I think we
So how
could-
you gonna do? You have a poll up on?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll make a poll.
We don't know. Me and Lambert don't know how to do
see
that.
right.
Don't
you
worry.
and I can't vote
Yes, you can.
as viewers. So we're going to let the
You're
viewers
a
vote.
viewer?
You're a viewer.
So
you're-
see, right's
in a-
definitely a viewer. He's
In a
viewing right now.
presidential
You're
election,
watching-
the
you're
president
watching right
votes
now.
for himself every time.
That's true. That's true. What's the hang up with Hickory? All these guys want to go to Hickory.
I don't know.
That's
I agree.
that's the last pick on this. in
If
this
you go to
mix.
Hickory, I'm gonna save you some time. If you're gonna go to Hickory, just hand me the belt and just don't go.
That's
I'll
not
go.
true.
No, I'm
That's
gonna,
not true.
Listen,
Hey,
you said the same thing
I
about
was
going to
gonna
Norman.
say.
You see where that got?
Nah, I was just talking because I knew
That's
I
right.
was on 10, 11 pounds
No, I'm with-
unless I got lucky.
I'm with Mama on this one. We had 33 people pick you, and there were 3 people that picked David. Me, Mama,
That's a kiss of death.
and Cole
Cole
Huskins. And that was it.
And Cole Huskins just did it because he wants a discount.
He won the prize pack.
I
Maybe
know.
You should have picked David.
I should have.
You could have thrown the match.
I knew. I didn't hardly sleep that night because I knew what was going to happen.
You could have got some spicy beavers in
For
the feed.
free.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, your night did not go near as bad. You might not.
All right,
slept,
I've already heard,
but
yeah.
I had a doozy.
Yeah, you did. You're
Chasing boat batteries and cleaning up puke.
puke in
Did you
your
get that
boat.
boat battery fixed yet?
No, I've called him 3 times. I'm waiting on a call back.
Well, whatever you done lasted all day, so you good.
It lasted all night, Friday night too.
Sea right fish is pretty good without a trolling motor.
That's what I've heard.
I've heard even one tournament.
Old
without
L.
a trolling
Wiley.
motor.
Russ is speaking sea right already.
Yeah, I bet your mother don't pick sea right.
Russ, you're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Nah,
Oh my goodness.
no, he's picking C right because he's gonna call me the day of and say, "Sorry, I got something for you to do," and I'm like, "They'll make it," and I'm gonna have to hand the belt over. I can see where this is going.
Now the
How much
champ
money?
can't pick the
No.
champ can't pick the lake because that's not right because that's
None.
that we got to do this fair.
No,
No, there was no side bet. And the only thing that was lost was about
Pride.
$16 at Bojangles out of my wallet the morning before.
and 37 out of Hammocks for a.
Oh yeah, I
That's
did. I
right.
bought him. Well, let me explain this too. We was going. The winner was supposed to buy dinner.
No, the
When
loser.
I mean, the loser was buying dinner, and it got down to the end, and I knew I was probably going to beat. And I looked at Brandon. I said, "Where would he not want to go?" He said, "He told me he didn't want to go to Mexican. We're going to Mexican." So that's where we went. We went to the Mexican place.
It was good.
And I paid for it. Let me
Huh?
just tell you.
Oh, see,
You got me. You win.
Well, anybody, when you ordered shrimp burritos, I knew you were in for it.
Shrimp burritos. Oh my God. Ooh.
I did ask.
that's what
if-
I had.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good too.
I mean, there was a little grease in them, but they weren't terrible.
Didn't bother me a bit.
Shane, I just went with the old standby.
Yeah.
2 enchiladas, rice and beans.
Can't beat that.
Number 5. Any
Your
Mexican
mama's
restaurant
picking you,
go
sir.
to.
I know she is.
She's not gonna pick the weight till she finds out what lake it is and how much you suck at it or not. This is going to be fun.
Well, she picked a pretty heavy weight at Norman, and he surpassed it. Technically, she won the prize pack, but
We did limit it to not family members.
Right.
she picked David. With
I hate
12
it,
and a half
Mama.
pounds.
I was pulling for Mama to get the prize pack.
She could have just handed it to me anyway, and I don't see that as fair for our viewers. So
Yeah,
That's right.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, this is going to be real fun.
All right, so those are the lakes. As soon as we can shut this down, I will. I'll make a poll. Well, Russ is flipping now. They want Seawright to win. I'm not voting on Seawright.
Who wants Seawright to win? I don't want Seawright to
I
win.
don't really care who wins. I just wanted.
No,
to
I care.
I just wanted to be interesting for people watching.
It's going to
It's gonna be like when I fished. Lineberger didn't want me to win because he knew he's gonna get a lot of miles out of it if I lost, and I'm gonna get a lot of miles out of it if you beat Seawright. Believe me.
Well, Lineberger is not. He's not the ace in the hole that helped him.
I know. Oh, I know. We don't need to go in. That's all hash. That's all water under the bridge, sir.
All right.
He'll meet his maker one day, and he'll have to explain it to
They
him what he
didn't
done.
fess up. They didn't fess up over here.
what's that?
Russ better flip.
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
He already has.
He already has.
Mama's done got him.
What I want to know is your mom and dad in the same room commenting on
no,
this?
my dad's probably sitting in the hot tub. My mom's probably sitting on the porch.
Okay.
that's
They're
probably.
yelling across the house at each other.
Yeah, no, she's gonna go in there with a bucket of cold water and throw it on him.
You better pick my baby. You better pick my baby. I can hear her now.
And Adam Flowers, that's a story that needs not be discussed.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Friday night was a dark night in my boat.
Uh-oh.
A very, very dark night.
Are you saying that we could probably hit up Dude Wipes for a sponsor?
Yes. Dude was Cottonelle. I'm not sure there was enough. I don't know that there would be enough made for it.
Playtex.
Yeah. It depends.
and a blue Lowe's 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, boy.
Nope.
I like Anthony Johnson.
Nope.
Jerry Craig, I like that. Go to Bugs. I would
It's
like
just
that.
grab a handle
That'd be a
and
nice
hang.
time. That'd be a nice place to go.
What's that?
It's
Bugs?
like 315, like
And it's-
15 foot over full pond. I
Yeah.
like
It's
it.
3.5 hours away.
That's
the only-
fine. I got a place to stay up there. We can go the night before.
We know you're not fighting, Russ. We're just giving you a hard time.
Mm.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you know she's gonna.
Yes, his daughter. She's gonna pick him. Of course, she's gonna. You want the inheritance. Of course, you're gonna pick him.
Inheritance. You didn't go there.
She wants. Are you saying she wants the belt? That's all
No,
she's gonna get out of it.
Huh?
That's all she's gonna get out of it.
no. She wants his money. She's not gonna pick against her dad.
Oh.
Of course not.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up. So
Yep, let's
we
do
got
it.
our 6 lakes. Actually, it's just 6 lakes.
Well, one twice.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna give an update Thursday on what lake we're going to,
Yes.
and update on the big cornhole tournament?
Yeah, y'all might have to go live.
There's
the
gonna be
championship match.
there's gonna be a lot of trash talking over here at the store at the cornhole championship on Thursday.
Yeah, you won a lot today, but you didn't win the one that mattered.
We would have won if you would have had crazy rules. Who heard of a rule that you have to hit 21 or you go back to 15? That's just stupid. That's because y'all was beating. You know it.
Is that how they play?
Me and David would have won every match if that was the case.
I don't know the answer to that.
They don't do that. Did you ever watch on ESPN? Did they do that on ESPN?
No,
Okay,
they
then that's not really the rule. So
I
really technically give my money back.
I don't. It's
Stevens-
Shane's money.
Give my money back.
Stevens took your money.
Yeah.
Stevens couldn't even count the money.
No, he couldn't.
And that blew his mind, didn't it?
It did for sure.
You know, I can't watch that ESPN stuff during the day.
Why?
Cause I gotta work, man.
I work.
You're your own boss, though.
There you go.
You are.
Once you're your own boss, you don't never go back.
You are. You're
That's true.
You're a company of one.
That's true. Don't have to put up with no crap.
I'll take it.
Yeah, but see, there's a little problem with that because Seawright's going to get challenged.
For what?
If he wins the belt, he's going to have to get challenged, and that belt will have to go.
Yeah, he'll.
Well,
Well,
maybe
Seawright
he'll
ain't gonna
keep
back down
it.
for
Maybe
it.
he'll keep it.
And my mom's got that about right. None of us work.
None of you work.
What's she talking
Whatever.
about?
This is work. This
I'll
is
be,
work.
I'll be in Virginia the rest of the week
Will you?
working.
Are you gonna be back Thursday?
I'll be back Thursday evening. Yes, I'll make it in time
You
for
will
that.
be here for this. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, what time we doing the drawing?
Well, we'll start here after we close the store. Well, the store will still be technically, I don't know, 5. We'll draw at what? 6, 7.
What time can you be here, Brandon?
I can probably make it by 5:30.
6 o'clock, man.
Little Chris said y'all couldn't beat him.
He's
Don't make me go there, Scott.
Oh, just come on.
he's on the page.
He's coming.
That's the guidelines.
That's the rule. You have to be on the
That's
page.
the guidelines.
You have to be on this group text that we have for the fishing during all this stuff. We got a little group text going on there. So if you're not on that page, you can't come. I'm sorry. So no ringers.
All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. We've been on here for almost an hour and a half. Thanks
Yep.
for tuning in
I gotta
tonight.
go move a couch too.
Dave's got to move a couch. That'll take him 10 minutes, but he's got to go move one.
Takes me 45
Look,
minutes to get
stay
there.
tuned Thursday for updates.
And I will post the poll here. When are we going to close the poll? I guess it's going to be closed by
Until
Thursday.
they
Yeah,
vote
Thursday.
All right.
You got up until Thursday at 5 o'clock when the store closes.
So if you got your favorite lake, it's time to hit the campaign trail. Better
That's
get
right.
out there and
I won't be campaigning. I'm gonna let the viewers pick, and I'm gonna just roll with it.
I'm talking about the viewers. They need the campaign.
Yeah, he's talking to the viewers.
Okay.
Right now, Hickory's winning.
I know.
That
I
ain't
know.
good for you.
I'll take my licks.
You can beat it. You can beat him at Hickory.
I'll take my licks. I'll take my chances.
All right.
I'm ready.
Signing off.
This'll be
You have
fun.
to take my spot.
All right.
I'll take Brandon's spot and
Rusty Hooks live, where our hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp.
See you Thursday.
We go.